Hey, hey everybody. You know what? I need to do save the face video and talk to you about it. I jumped in there and I'm opening up about my flat earth thoughts and feelings. And, my channel has been pretty much all over the place because I didn't have that flat earth clue, I guess. And anybody that's has subscribed to my channel, it could be for any other reason, and now you're like, oh my god, she's really gone off the deep end, right? Well, I want to tell you the story, I think, of this, because at first when it started, I realized I wanted to know about skin cancer. They told me I had dermatologists and oncologists tell me that as far as malignant melanoma, which I was diagnosed with in the 3rd stage, 4 or 5 of 17 lymph nodes they took out showed cancer in them. And so that was 2004. Tink. Oh, she was crying. And they said that, there's no, this is back in 2004, and I really don't know I doubt they've found anything to help with melanoma, but maybe, and that would be good, I guess, of course. But at the time, they said even you could offer chemo, they could offer me chemo, but it had not shown to do anything for melanoma. So I was not Tink, stop crying. I'm trying to film, honey. I was gonna show you, Tink. Anyway, I'm not like a real God Bible person, and I wasn't back then. I mean, I gotta say, I pretty much, yeah, I am now. I live every moment. Anyway, back then, I got very humble and started to ask questions about the cancer. If they're telling me that, there's no cure and there's nothing they can do, there's nothing they could offer me, I asked some questions, I was like, oh, what if I completely change everything I'm eating? What if I completely change my lifestyle where I have an exercise regimen and I'm real, good about monitoring my sunshine or whatever? Well, I was told, in the medical profession, this is actually okay, I will quote my surgeon who did a lot of this surgery. He said, if there is a person with an MD behind their name, if they offer you anything that is not pharmaceutical drugs to cure it or surgery, they will lose their license. I'm like, wait. That's why you're not asking me about diet, about exercise, anything. He had nothing to offer me except taking out these lymph nodes, which I'm pretty sure help you avoid having cancer. Anyway, I'm very grateful for every little pebble in the path, So, where was I? Oh, yeah. Okay, so I was praying for the cure for melanoma, for cancer. If I could get melanoma, then I could, and I. This isn't about me, you guys. This is about our planet, our circle, where we live, I'm trying to get a place that can hold this camera. So yeah, I was praying for the cure for it. I knew they were telling me chemo showed nothing for people with melanoma, and I got a compassion in my heart. Like, that's a lot of people, even in Colorado here. You know, we're out in the sun, we're up in the mountains, we're doing stuff outside, and they're telling people and having people put all this sunscreen on their skin, and that skin is just drinking it up. Anyway, onto my face. So, okay, about a year ago, I realized, you know what, I'm not drinking it all like I was. And it is so hard to get back into it. It's almost like quitting smoking cigarettes. One of the hardest things to get back into drinking it all as a habit. I was in the habit. I wasn't even thinking of it. I just didn't have to flush, you know? And then this came on. And I've not gone to get it checked by a doctor. I've had doctors see it, and they're like, ooh, you know. I know that it has changed every day, if not once, a few times. Excuse me, Tink, I'm busy. So I really honestly was getting humble, you guys, and praying and saying, you know, God, oh, I'll get back on YouTube and I will look them in the eye and I'll say, you know what, urine therapy doesn't work, you guys, check it out. You know, and I was just, you know, this last year and a half, and I'm reading, and actually I didn't do a whole lot of reading of the Bible until recently, because it's a trip. Whenever you pick it up, it's a whole trip. And so, Tink, hello, you're distracting. We'll go outside and, oh, I think I gotta take her outside. Dang it. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll hurry. So anyway, you guys, I'm praying and like, oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe that there is something that urine therapy cannot. Shavambu, the living water, recycling the living water, can't heal. And then I realized it's not the cure I want the cause. What's causing it? I started praying, guys, and I was like, I want to know the cause. I want to know what's causing cancer and illness. All of it. I want to know what causes all of it. I mean, he said, ask and ye shall receive. If you're going to ask, you might as well ask. A good question, right? And then the flat earth key got turned for me, the big piece, and it was like a light bulb. I want to put names and say whose videos I watched that turned that light bulb on for me. And it was all of you guys, because I'll tell you what, guys, I would look out here and I would watch the moon come up into my view, and right next to Venus, I would Google the rise of Venus, and it would be right after the moon, and I'd be like, yeah, that's Venus, and watch it go up and over the sky and get set behind the mountains and right next to the moon. And I'm like, you know, I would watch Orion's belt rise vertical and set horizontal, and I'm like, and it was driving me nuts. I mean, year after year, night after night, watching the moon, watching the shadows, and trying to fit it into the 2 college semesters of astronomy that I took. And I tried really hard to get a good grade because I was getting a pretty good GPA. And I was like, you know what? I didn't get that it wasn't really matching up for me back then. That was in 95, early 90s. And I went to college, and but I loved looking at the stars and looking at the moon. I just wonder what it does to people. I don't have to wonder, you guys. I've been lied to all my life just like you. But what kind of PTSD do these NASA people have with all this coming out? They play one little teeny piece in a great big huge puzzle that they thought was big and beautiful and showed us the heavens and showed us the skies and the galaxies and and what are they feeling? Where do they go, and what do they do with those feelings? Yeah, that's what I think about. I compassionate with people who have been lied to, with people through systems, and for years. I mean, it's pretty much been lifelong. I think, go on, honey. She's got to go out. Faced with the truth that there is something going on that's hurting people. And I made the mistake of being a sister, labeling myself a system buster. It's kind of like praying for patience, because then you get to go through the systems and see the suffering and see what's going on when you call yourself a system buster. And I have for probably 15 years, if not 20. So, yeah. I know I said I'm going to show you the word circle, and I want to do that, but I wanted to really get humble with this spot. I've seen some... I would show you the micro shots of it. I have documentation of the whole year. But, it's kind of gory and gross, and it's also on my computer that was in the fire. So, I don't know. Try and stay positive about everything. Well, you know what? In the circle, you can't stay positive about everything. We can do our best, I think. She's in there going, yeah, be done. Thanks for listening, guys. I don't know if I spit anything out. What I'm trying to say is urine therapy cures all disease. I'll talk to you more about what I've been doing. I guess I can do it now. 2 hours every morning when I get up with the first morning Shivambu. I put it in a shot glass and drink it through my eyes and massage it into this and massage it into my nose and sniff it until I can feel it dripping down in my throat. It's not bad. I mean, it's not bad. It's a wonderful thing, actually. And, yeah. So it's been full on. I'm like down at the front lines with every weapon I can gather. Talking to you is one of them. And it's working. I'll tell you, the Flat Earth Key has been so freeing to me. And I'm sorry, I'm going from the urine therapy to the Flat Earth. But it freed a lot of things for me, guys. That the PTSD was getting me by the balls. And I don't even really have them in your eyes, and I don't physically have balls, but it was getting the better of me, and I couldn't understand. And I don't really feel anger and resentment. I do, maybe a little, but I don't really, because I keep thinking, you know what? They don't know. When Jesus died on that cross, he was like, they don't know what they're doing in that circle. We don't know because we're not fully, or eating from the wrong tree. I don't really know how to explain it, and it's not really up to me. I just really thank you guys. God. Tink's giving me a high five down here. Tink is my dog, in case you didn't know. She's my little poodle that's Tinkerbell, lives in Neverland with me. It wouldn't hurt if y'all, not you all, but some people have been getting humble and being like, you know what, I'm tired of living this lie. I think a lot of other people might die with the lie. I don't know. They got it signed, their paper, contracts. Die with the lie. I signed a few of them myself to be on television. You have to sign this big stack of things that till you die, I think it said. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say that. Really messed up. Television. I won't talk about the resentments or anything about that. What they did to the film they got, The times I've been on television 3 times. One was Fox News about this fire. And they made it seem like it was my place on the news. Just the way they laid it out, I'm kind of rambling on. My dog needs to go outside. I gotta take her. Oh, bless your heart, Tink. Oh, Tink. It sounds probably like I'm saying ting. Oh. So paint. Maybe even talk to YouTube, you guys, because it's great. It's very therapeutic. When you're a flat earther, you probably, I don't know about you guys, but there's not a whole lot of people willing to jump in the deep end of that pool. Right? It's icy. It's cold. It's Antarctic. They're talking Antarctic. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm going to turn this off now. Oh, I hope you're all having a great day. See ya.